Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss on one of the important aspects and which is obstacle to using ICT effectively. The use of ICT as an effective tool for student learning inspire a growing debate among educators and policy. Teacher, student, parents and many others with an interest in teaching integrated frequently are overwhelmed by providing and assessing quality technological instructions. Although this outcry created many obstacles to the effective integration to technology into educational program, there are two major culprits. Number one, implementation failure. Number two, lack of teaching support. Implementation failure, absence of a shared visions. Often the implementation for a technology initiative stems from the educational policymaker. If the vision is not adequately communicated to the teacher, the success of this technological initiative will be in jeopardy. Implementation of the technology into educational program fail when the initiative do not ordinate or not share with the teacher. Implementation barrier. Variance in objective. Teacher is integrated when it is used in a seamless manner to support an extended curriculum objective and to engage student in meaningful learning. It is not something one does separately. It is part of the daily activities taking place in the classroom. Implementation failure, variance in objective. The initiative to incorporate technology efficiently into classroom instruction must begin with the curriculum objective. This ensure a consistent goal. A mismatch between value of the teachers and the technology initiative will cause an incorporation failure. Infrastructure technology initiative into curriculum standard allows teacher to readily create meaningful learning experience for student and increase technology literacy. Implementation failure, planning and leadership. School divisions require tech planning and leadership to ensure the success of integrating technological initiative. These involve the provisions of clear goals and collaboration effort between the policymaker and all educational stakeholders. Failure to provide sufficient in-servicings or modeling of effective technology use will lead to unsuccessful implementation. Integrating technology into curriculum requires numerous professional development opportunity, ACR visions, and a time for professional interaction and planning. Implementation failure, lack of access and resources. Successful tech program and initiative hire on a clear visions and the ability of the required technology. Immense frustrations and even abandonments of initiative occur if teachers are unable to access adequate technology. This resource-intensive endeavor is a continual process as a technology continue to evolve. Technology must be continually upgraded, support is ready available, and there is a low student and computer ratio. Implementation failures. As a teacher, administrative and policymaker develop a unifying a set of goals that thinks technology initiative to curriculum goals. Teachers are provided the sufficient time, resource and opportunity to in the classroom. During teachers investigate of their value, instructional practice is regards to technology integration support is readily available. This includes professional development opportunities and provision for professional discourage. Fostering a positive climate allows teachers to engage in risk-taking and modify their beliefs of how teachers learn in a technology advanced environment. Lack of teacher support, computer access and to other form of technology have dramatically increased. However, lack of teacher support, teaching condition, technology initiative can only be successful if they are compatible with the conditions of teaching. If inadequate computer access or if there is a high people or computer ratio, teacher will be reluctant to employ technology as an instructional tool. The technology that is available must be reliable. Computers that are outdated or frequent require repair will cause frustration rather than a strong commitment to change. The training of a teachers as a teaching technical specialist is instrumental to successful integration. As the specialist provides suggestion for integration technology into the curriculum and instructional activities, teacher understand how technology can be used as an instructional tool across all discipline. Lack of teaching support, technological skill of teachers. Teachers require continuous support and training to the effectively integration technology initiative. Successful technology integration involve the allocations of the time for teacher to experiment with new technology, collaboration with peers, and the provision of professional development opportunity. As teachers collaborate and plan lessons that integral technology, they reframe their perceptions towards innovations, technology implementations, and ultimate student achievement. Lack of technical support. If teachers are held immediate responsible for change that take times to the show result, the process will undoubtedly fail. Significant change to perspective and pedagogy require time and support. Extremely technology use requires more than access and training. It also involves the support and mentorship to take the vision clear and attributes. Changing in teaching and learning as a result of ICT. If it appears that major challenges in the way in which teachers and the learners view and practice teaching and learning may result from the shift to using ICT. Comment from a principal of a school in New Zealand that is part of the government ICT contract which provide professional development over 3 years of cluster of school in our city. What has pleasantly surprised us in the focus of the contract has been on learn and teaching. We have focused on thinking and how ICT can help us to things. Now the information and data is so easily attainable, child are being taught to use it to the solve a problem, complete a task or apply to the existing knowledge in a new way. They can cooperatively work on a project with children in another country who sleep while they are awake. Change in teaching and learning as a result of ICT. From ICT in the school, government of the UK, ICT is used as a tool for whole e-school improvement. A huge powerful medium for transforming teaching and learning. About the Mayo Demonstration School of Science and Technology USA. What is critical about the success of Mayo is not the use of technology but the expectations of the children and educator to work collaboratively. About the Apple Classroom of Tomorrow project. Broader implications for schooling become apparent. Meaningful use of technology is in school, we realize, goes for beyond just dropping technology into classroom. By the time our sites were reporting new kind of outcome for student, we had witnessed what amount of to a transformation of the learning cluster. For example, teacher institutional belief and practice underwear and evolutions. And we believe the improvement in students' competencies to be a result of teacher personal appreciation of technology. It would seem that the shift is not about technology, it's about learning to work collaborate to the constant meaning. It's a shift from a philosophy which supports a transmission model of institution, one which embraces constructivism in which learning construction, their own knowledge out of their experience. Henry J. Becker's 2000 used to 1998 National Survey of Teacher, Teaching, Learning, Computing to examine Larry Cuban's earlier assertion that computers are incompatible with the requirement of teaching. He wondered if development of the teaching might have made it possible to use computer more effectively in the classroom. His finding stated that academic subject matter teacher who use computers most productively with adequate resources tend to embrace a constructivism philosophy that who use computer regularly over a 3 years period were twice as likely to have made constructive orientation change in their teaching practice to be more likely to conduct parallel activities in the classroom. He conduct the teacher are creating classroom where both they are and their students are engaged in authentic efforts at increasing academic understanding. Ayas and Atkinson's 2001 described the progress teacher experience as they move through the stage of learning to use technology, finishing with re-examining belief about education, their subject matter and themselves. They refer to Apple Classroom of the Tomorrow experiment in which teacher at the final stage of integration of the technology into curriculum move into an interdisciplinary project-based instruction, team inclusions and individual pace instruction. The relationship of ICT and education. Many futurists view technology and education as a symbiotic relationship. Scott Wright, 2002, Graham White, 2003, Katin Fox 2003, Lelia Harner 2002, James Quayle 2001 are just a few authorities who have innovations and evolving in the parasitics partnership between technology and education today to promise of a synergistic bonds between ICT and curriculum in the future. What do teachers believe to be their role in the future? Some teachers made the appointment that they thought that the main role of the teachers is helping students to learn and that was not going to change, but how the objectives accomplished would change. What do teachers believe to do their role in future? Teachers see their role evolving around character building and teachers moral and ethical to students who are spending time in front of computer. One particular teachers warned education that schools were going to be the only institution where youth would learn manner, value and ethics. The tech generation who is gradually now will acquire powerful decision making position in approximately 7 years. Their knowledge and abilities about using technology will influence educational direction and result in major innovation. What do teachers believe to be their role in the future? The creation of a virtual school where a student would not come to brick and mortar facility but rather long to the connect with the teacher than other students. Teachers who are expert in certain fields can use offer specific disciplines over the internet to numerous students in various countries. What do teachers believe to be their role in the future? Some teachers believe that software program like PowerPoints and other presentation program will have a profound effect on student assistant assignment and homework project. One particular teacher want students to take on more responsibility concerning learning. Education could become less like a teacher and more like a facilitator. The traditional physical structure of the classroom would be reorganized. The desks and chalkboard at the front of the class be removed. The new classes would resembles a library where students have the freedom to openly and independently search for knowledge through access to technology. Question 2, ponders and discuss. What have you experienced in your own work with regarding to the use of ICT? If you have noted changes in your own philosophy or practice, please describe them with reference to the article you or we have read. If implementation is successful and there is adequate teacher support, does teacher disposition style of teaching play a role in the success of ICT initiative? The end, we would like to encourage you to post your discussions in the appropriate location in web city. Thank you your time and everything. Thank you. This is an interesting session. So if you have any kind of questions and if you have any kind of things regarding technologies, so definitely you can communicate with us. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.